Okay, let's see what the ancestors have to say at this trying time. Beautiful. The Magician. You are more powerful than you think. And it's beautiful because it's almost matching the light coming here. So it's like you have this light to you. You bring hope to people in situations here where people feel hopeless. Yeah, because the second card was the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and it says, a resourceful mind preserves balance while juggling. So it's like they see you in situations where they're like, I don't know how they juggle it. I don't know how they do that. And you're really able to balance things. With the Ace of Pentacles here, the roots of your inventiveness is in full bloom with prosperity. And you're able to, you really stand out, whether you do it on purpose or not, which I don't feel like you do. You are yourself. The color fuchsia and pink is coming. Like you're very soft and beautiful, but not in the typical way. Like you have this, when I think of fuchsia, it's like this shocking kind of color in a way. Like it's bright and it's wild in its own way. With you know, you get off the sinking ship, you will leave a situation and have faith in situations and have faith in yourself. Yeah, here it is again. It's, you recognize your own beauty with the swan coming here. You have a lot to say. When I see the throat, long throats there like that, it reminds me of like a throat chakra that has a lot to say and speaks the truth, and you'd rather be able to speak the truth than to have to swallow the truth and stay in a box, which for some people can be kind of shocking. Like you will turn away even if something feels like you could fit or you could make it work. So people think you're prideful, but the ancestors are saying it's because you have a very strong purpose. And you know what's your purpose and what's not. And sometimes I think it's hard for you sometimes too. Like you think you're too picky, or it gets lonely, or it gets frustrating because you feel like you've got to hit or you've got to lead with something, and then you find out that, like with this in reverse, it's like, no, I need something different. I need something more or different, or this needs to be like this. And it's just like this deep knowing here. So you're trying to find that solidarity, but often at times you find yourself alone, or you find yourself kind of like a social butterfly in different groups. And it's like you want to belong, but it's like it's not about completely belonging to you. It's being accepted. And that's what Spirit, as you're getting to know your beauty even more than you already are, there's going to be things coming, opening up for you where you're going to be able to create those spaces for yourself and for other people here to be accepted and to be loved for who they are and not feel like they have to fit in or group think, because most groups are like that, right? Like they fall into groupthink. You've been a victim of that, is what Spirit's saying, and you get underestimated. Almost like people know your value, but they take you for granted and they just kind of expect you to be who you are and continue, and that drains your soul and your spirit. And you've learned to kind of walk away because you've realized that this life is full of possibilities here with the dandelion here. There's so many wishes and goals and dreams and things to go after, that you know, because you've been through so many transitions in your life, you realize like it's always been something better. It's never been worse. So you're able to take that chance because you have that wisdom. You are a leader. So you're meant to create and bring collaboration, but in a way that doesn't erase your identity and erase anyone else's. Bringing together shared ideals and shared ideals and ideas, but also being able to accept differences and embrace differences and see things differently. Even as the leader, you're not there to perform and to control, you're there to facilitate. And that's what a lot of people, the King of Wands, you have this passion and fire, but it's not about control for you. It's not about being seen and recognized. It's about impact. You want to have an impact. You want to bring places that bring accessibility to people, so that they don't have to have so much grit, and they don't have to have, they don't have to fight so much all the time to just simply be themselves and exist. And that comes with fame. But it's not about attention for you. It's about accessibility. It's about things being there for people, things being known, awareness, but more than that. More than just awareness. Action. Bringing action into the problems that people have in life, just even surviving at times. But you have a bigger vision than just that. It's like you want people to thrive as well. Like, it's about creating, but first being accepted, is what Spirit is saying here, and what ancestors are saying. So if this sounds like you, make sure that you give a like, and let me know down below what your visions are, or if you believe, or if you feel you identify with the color fuchsia, or if there's a color that you identify with that is kind of out of the norm, but you really feel like embodies your aura and embodies like how you present yourself. And let me know your ideas about what it is you want to bring into this world, what challenges you've had that you want to bring accessibility and impact and difference into the world. I'd be curious to know, because the ancestors are telling us here that you're innovative. You're ahead of your time. You're a free thinker. People think you're a bit eccentric, a bit different. You're outside the norms, but when people really catch up to that, because people do, because they see, like, the Magician card was the first one. Like, you really shape, like, people see that. When they see you, they feel empowered, because they see that you weren't given a fair deck of cards. You had to play your cards right at times. You had to lay low. You had to make sacrifices. Things that they didn't want to do or didn't have to do. But once they saw the result of it, they really believed that you're this magician. So with the Ace of Swords here, like, you bring knowledge and you bring evidence also to these dreams. People see the evidence. They see the results of what you do. So continue. Keep it up here. With the Ace of Wands, because you have a lot of grit, but you have a lot of intelligence, and you have a lot of ways to bring things into fruition that actually make sense. It's like you've been here before. So, very much a trailblazer and an innovator. But so much more than even that. I don't know if the words can encapsulate that. So if this reading is connecting with you, check out my pricing pinned to the top of my profile there. I have a special for Ancestor Messages while the veil is still thin. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.